To swallow a mutant Leech King whole, I sold my brand new Cadillac. Everyone laughed at me, called me weak and brain dead. Even my ex-roommate brought bodyguards to the auction just to humiliate me. But only I knew. In 3 days, a mysterious aurora would sweep across the planet. That's humanity's last shot at evolution. Eat any animal, gain its beast ability. In my past life, I was so average I ended up as monster food. This time around, I've got a Devour System. The stronger the gene sequence you devour, the stronger you become. And you can keep fusing them infinitely. That mutant Leech King at the auction? After the dark chaos hit, it turned into a terrifying beast that could drain blood from a distance and heal itself instantly. Basically immortal. Single-handedly paralyzed half the dragon nation. So, you know this mutant Leech's gene sequence has gotta be insane. But nobody at the auction gave a damn about it. Starting bid was 50 grand and nobody said a word. 60,000! I suddenly raised my paddle and called out, planning to take this mutant Leech for 60K. The second I spoke, the whole room went dead silent. Even the auctioneer froze for a second. Every eye in the place locked onto me. Who's this dumbass? 60 grand for a leech? Even if it's mutated, it ain't worth that much. Even if it's made of gold, it's still not worth it. I heard leeches and liquor boost your manhood. Is this kid really that weak? I ignored all the whispers and laughs. Go ahead, laugh now. When the dark chaos drops, you'll get yours. Nobody else bid, so the auctioneer snapped out of it and was about to drop the hammer. But right then, a familiar voice cut through the room. I'll go 70. I looked over at where the voice came from and my jaw clenched. Chen Zi, my ex-roommate. Always got the other guys to isolate me, mocked me for being an orphan, called me dead weight. Eventually drove me out of the dorm entirely. Have fun with that. I held back the rage. After surviving the dark chaos era, I'm not who I used to be. This jerk's messing with me now, but I can't just throw down yet. The dark chaos hasn't hit, and we're still in a law and order society. Haven't seen you in a few days and you got an attitude now? 80 grand for a busted Leech King? You brain damaged or something? Chenzo kicked back with his legs crossed, casually flashing his Patek Philippe like it was nothing, grinning smugly. I gritted my teeth and forced myself to stay calm, then kept bidding. 80, 90. I glared coldly at Chenzo. Chenzo shrugged. I got money, and I feel like messing with you. What, you gonna do something? I stayed silent, but the coldness in my eyes kept growing. Once the dark chaos starts and the system collapses, all that money's just paper. You wanna mess with me now? Fine, I won't punch your face yet. But when the dark chaos hits, we'll see what's up. After calming down, I kept bidding. Finally snagged the mutant Leech King for 130,000, wiped out all my savings. Ha 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 ha, what an idiot. 130K for a worthless piece of crap. Ha 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 ha. With that cash, he could have bought a koi fish or something. He bought that nasty thing. Is he seriously gonna eat it? Once I got the Leech King, I didn't waste any time. Turned around and left. The mocking behind me stung like needles, but I didn't care about those people. Laugh now all you want. When the dark chaos comes, you'll be crying hard. Got back to my rental, didn't even take off my shoes, and pulled out the clear glass case. Inside was a blood-red Leech King, its fat body writhing like a red maggot. The second I opened the lid, a disgusting, bloody stench hit me in the face. The grotesque mutant leech squirmed around and I felt sick to my stomach, goosebumps all over. Do I really have to eat this thing? Even though I'd mentally prepared myself, when it came down to it, I hesitated. This thing looked anything but edible. In my past life, I didn't have the power to protect myself. Now I'm reborn, got a system awakened, and I'm actually hesitating. I laughed bitterly at myself and wanted to slap my own face. If devouring makes me stronger, what the hell am I hesitating for? I steeled myself, rolled up my sleeve, and reached into the glass case to grab the mutant leech. But it kept squirming, slipperier than a muddy eel. Not only did it escape my grip, it bit down on my finger, tore off a huge chunk of flesh. Feeling the fresh blood, the mutant leech got super excited and thrashed even harder. That pissed me off. I just want to get stronger. What's wrong with that? I don't know where the courage came from, but I grabbed the glass case and sucked it straight into my mouth. I didn't dare taste it. Just swallowed the Leech King whole. Congratulations, host. Successfully devoured mutant Leech King. Gene sequence extraction complete. Name, Fang Yuan. Level 1, gene sequence. 9864. Plague immortality. Mutant Leech gene allows limb regeneration and absorbs blood to heal wounds. My finger tingled. I looked down. Where the huge chunk of flesh had been bitten off, countless red threads appeared, wrapping around the wound, and fresh flesh started growing back. Limb regeneration. I really extracted the gene sequence from the mutant leech. On top of that, I felt a surge of power flooding my body, like I had endless strength. I walked over to the full-length mirror and stared at myself. Once again, I was stunned. My height went from about 5'7" to 6'3". My skinny bony frame turned muscular and solid. Looks like I didn't just gain the mutant leech's gene sequence. My body leveled up too. Right now, I feel insanely strong. Like I could punch a cow to death. Not only that, my black hair turned crimson red, my grayish-brown eyes turned blood red, and even my decent-looking face got way more attractive. After checking out my body more closely, I found something else. There was now an opening in the center of my right palm. The opening looked like an abyss, lined with dozens of tiny sharp fangs, identical to the mutant leech's mouth. Looked kinda gross, but maybe I can use it to absorb enemies' blood. But looking at myself in the mirror, I was kinda worried. The dark chaos hasn't started yet, and I look like this. How am I supposed to go outside? The moment I thought that, my crimson hair turned back to normal, and the opening in my palm disappeared. The toned muscles stayed, though. That works. At least I won't draw attention going out. Less than 2 days till the dark chaos starts. I've got 2 more Devour chances left. Gotta keep going. From my memories, there's a hidden billionaire in the city who owns a rare electric eel. Could be a solid Devour target. I remember after the dark chaos broke out, that rare electric eel turned into a mutant beast that could unleash terrifying lightning. If I devour it, with the gene sequence fusion, I might unlock even stronger abilities. But with my current status, there's no way I'm meeting this hidden billionaire. Gotta find another way in. Turns out he's got a daughter. She goes to Tsinghua Peking University, Liu Ruyan, the #1 campus beauty. In my past life, that electric eel mutated suddenly, and the billionaire's whole family died. It even made the news. That's why I know so much about this. No time to waste. I got ready and headed straight to the school. Made my way to an abandoned park near the back gate. Liu Ruyan, this billionaire's daughter, keeps a super low profile. To avoid exposing her rich kid status, she walks here after school every day and gets picked up by car. When I got to the park, I saw her standing there. Absolutely stunning. Purple miniskirt, long flowing hair, perfect features. Like some fairy who doesn't belong in this world. She gave off this, "don't come near me" vibe. In my past life, I wouldn't even have the guts to look a girl like this in the eye. But now, everything's different. Right then, a Rolls Royce pulled up from down the street and stopped in front of Liu Ruyan. 3 bodyguards got out and respectfully opened the door. Just as Liu Ruyan was about to get in and leave, I finally stepped out from around the corner. Under their shocked stares, I smiled and said calmly, "Kidnapping." Liu Ruyan's expression stayed cold, like nothing could faze her. But the 3 bodyguards? Different story. They were all ex-military pros, handpicked through layers of vetting to be Liu Ruyan's personal guards. Taking on multiple opponents was standard for them. The lead bodyguard pulled out his tactical baton and charged at me. I didn't waste words. Didn't even activate my beast form. Just threw a punch. The guy's face twisted in pain. Didn't even get a scream out before he flew back 15 feet. For the first time, Liu Ruyan's icy face showed a hint of emotion. The other 2 bodyguards who were about to jump in just froze. Is this guy even human? These guys were elite soldiers before they retired, and he dropped one with a single punch. Am I really this strong? Even I was shocked. Then I casually walked up to the Rolls Royce and gave it a test kick. With a loud bang, the Rolls Royce, handbrake locked and all, flew back 10 feet. Dead silence. Liu Ruyan looked dazed. The 2 bodyguards literally collapsed to the ground in fear. I ignored the bodyguards and walked straight up to Liu Ruyan. Before I could say anything, she frowned, stepped back, and asked first, "You here for money or for me?" Even though she was nervous, Liu Ruyan stayed composed. That's not something most people can pull off. True rich girl energy. As for money or her body, Liu Ruyan's got top-tier looks and figure, especially that Ice Queen vibe. Makes you want to conquer her. But honestly, I care way more about that rare electric eel. Right now, all I want is to get stronger. Everything else is just noise. Real talk. Once the dark chaos hits, strength equals power. Whatever kind of woman I want, I can get. Call your dad, Liu Tiansheng. Tell him to bring that rare electric eel he's got. 1 eel for 1 daughter. Straight trade. Huyan frowned, completely confused. How did I know her identity? How did I know her father's name? And judging by my tone, kidnapping her wasn't about money or other things. I was after the rare electric eel her old man collected. But that eel was purchased through secret channels. How the hell did I even know about it? And why was someone so young this skilled in combat? Too many questions running through her head. She knew the situation she was in. She nodded, pulled out her phone, and called Liu Tiansheng. She briefly explained what was happening and what I wanted. Meanwhile, at Tiansheng Group's boardroom, a stern-looking middle-aged man picked up a call and immediately went into crisis mode. He shut down the meeting on the spot, then rushed out with his secretary. This is insane. Someone in Dragon City actually had the guts to kidnap his daughter. He told them to notify the military for backup and get the city's top medical team ready for any emergency. After arranging all that, Liu Tiansheng had his driver take him home first to grab that rare eel. Tiansheng Group is the core of the Liu family empire. They've got stakes in everything and tons of military contracts. Calling them Dragon City's #1 power family isn't even an exaggeration. Liu Tiansheng couldn't wrap his head around it. Who the hell had the balls to threaten him using his precious daughter? I've done what you asked. My father will be here in half an hour. Liu Ruyan put down her phone and looked at me. She was still skeptical. Did I really kidnap her just for an eel? Yep. I nodded and paused before saying, in 2 days, an aurora is going to sweep across planet Bran. Every living thing on it will mutate into aberrant beasts. World order? Gone. Society? Total chaos. When that happens, this eel will turn into an aberrant beast too, and your whole family's gonna die. Liu Ruyan stayed silent, just staring at me. Believe it or not, I'm not taking this electric eel for free. In exchange, I'm giving you advance intel. We're making a fair trade here. After the dark chaos breaks out, people who see the darkest sides of humanity will completely snap and turn into psychotic lunatics. If it were someone else who got reborn and faced this situation, they'd probably take the eel and violate Liu Ruyan too. But I didn't do that. Even after living through the dark chaos, I haven't forgotten I'm human. I still have basic decency. I'll do anything to get stronger, but I'm not that twisted. I find that really hard to believe. Liu Ruyan shook her head. I totally get it. Then, I placed my right index finger on the ground and smashed it with my fist. My finger got crushed into pulp. Looked absolutely insane. But with my enhanced body, I barely felt any pain. Soon, blood-red threads appeared and reconstructed my finger like nothing happened. The two bodyguards watching from a distance went pale, squatting on the ground with their arms around their knees, crying in despair. Forget about them being elite ex-military. Even a war god would be useless here. Even Liu Ruyan was shocked, and while stunned, she started thinking about what I'd said earlier. Your family's got businesses all over Dragon City. When the dark chaos hits, resources are going to be scarce. If you trust me, you can follow me. I can keep you alive. Seeing her expression change, I continued. Even physical warriors need to eat, drink, and sleep. I'm no exception. And no matter how strong one person is, 2 fists can't beat 4 hands. I need allies, and your family's obviously a solid choice. I understand. I'll discuss it with my father. After thinking it over, Liu Ruyan looked up seriously. Right then, sirens blared in the distance. Multiple armored vehicles pulled up in front of them. A middle-aged man stepped out, escorted by heavily armed military personnel. Seeing the wrecked Rolls-Royce, Liu Tiansheng's heart sank. But when he saw Liu Ruyan completely unharmed, he let out a long breath of relief. Mr. Liu, you brought what I asked for, right? I glanced at the armed soldiers, completely unfazed, and smiled at Liu Tiansheng. He froze. He didn't expect his daughter's kidnapper to be some teenager. This is what you wanted. Liu Tiansheng walked over with a briefcase and handed it to me personally. I took it and opened it up. Inside was a completely blue eel giving off a nasty seafood smell. Without hesitation, I grabbed the electric eel and started chomping down. Liu Tiansheng was stunned. What the hell is happening? The military guys were dumbfounded too. Did we just run into a psycho? Zzz. The moment I bit down, the eel thrashed violently and released an electric current from its body. But with my enhanced body, I didn't feel a thing and just kept eating like nothing. To maximize absorption success rate, I didn't even skip the skin. Liu Tiansheng gasped. This guy's a freaking caveman. That rare electric eel's current can kill a medium-sized dog. How is he enduring this? Congratulations, host. Successfully devoured rare electric eel. Gene sequence extracted. Name: Fang Yuan. Level: 1. Gene sequence number: 9823. Comes with self-armament and limb regeneration traits. Can absorb blood to form lightning attribute blood armor. I smirked. With a thought, my black short hair instantly turned into long crimson hair. My pupils also turned blood red, but now with bolts of lightning swirling inside. At the same time, on my left shoulder, a menacing eel head grew out, with arcs of electricity crackling around it. I stretched out my index finger and conjured a blood orb, then made it explode. So I can do this too, huh?